Okay, so this binder is what I'm probably like my biggest full binder. It is very full, however, unfortunately, I don't plan on adding too much more. I have a couple photo cards I need to add, but then after that, I think I might retire the binder. And that is Stray Kids. Again, I won't be able to sell any because I am unfortunately very attached to them. However, I do not see myself collecting them in the future. So, I know I said at the very beginning I want to stay locked in, but I don't believe I did. If I did, maybe I'll edit this out. But I remember talking about how I got into K-pop. So yeah, Stray Kids, I was there kinda for No Easy album release. However, I did not know about them, and it was just because like I was looking at their page almost every day to see what's up, and then I saw No Easy, and yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh. But I loved Stray Kids for a very long time. Well, since 2021. Which I know people have probably been there since debut, but I was not into K-pop until 2021. But anyways, they were a part of my life since basically I got into K-pop. And I will forever love Stray Kids. However, I think there were some photo cards I wanted to buy. I do not know. Anyways, however, I don't think I will continue collecting them. They just don't personally hit how they used to for me. Obviously, I'll still support them. I feel bad saying that. I don't vibe with their music as much anymore. And I go through phases. I know how I am. I go through phases. I could be saying this right now, but then in like the next month or so, I'll be on here like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm into Stray Kids again. However, it's not happened. I thought I was back in my Stray Kids era with Do It because of Felix. Felix was my original bias, but that didn't last very long for me. It literally only lasted a couple days. For context, I guess, I'm still obsessed with Adrenaline from ATEEZ, but Do It kind of just came and went. I didn't buy any Karma albums until they went on sale a while later. I bought one, but it's just, I don't know, I'm not into them as much anymore. I'll always support them. I'll always wish the best for them. They deserve all the good stuff in the world. They're very talented, very amazing from what they show on camera. They seem to be very sweet and genuine people. My first K-pop concert was Stray Kids. It was such an amazing experience. I will forever be grateful that I got to be a stay. I mean, technically I'll still be a stay. It's just I won't be buying their albums and merch like I used to. Especially now, I'm older. I'm not that old, but now that I'm older, I need to be more responsible. Just like I don't want to just buy just to buy. Like, I want to buy because, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. So I wanted to collect some OT8 sets from when I got into them. So it would be, technically my first album with them was Christmas Evil. However, it wasn't like an official album. I don't know if that's the right word. Maniac was like their more actual album. I think Christmas Evil was a mini album maybe. But I wanted to start from No Easy. So the rest was just age order of cards I wanted to keep. Like I only sold duplicates of my Stray Kids. I never sold any other member. And with Stray Kids, my bias was always changing. It was like every other week. It's like I loved all these guys so much. I still love them. I shouldn't say loved. I still love them. I want the best for them. It's just people change. You gotta move on with life. And that is what I'm doing. I'm moving on with my life. I would like to complete this though. Also, I pulled this card. I pulled this Felix card, and not to brag, but also, yeah, I did not have to buy that. Thank God. Anyways, a little TMI. I love lips. I think lips are very beautiful on the human body. I don't know why. I like looking, or like I like pretty lips. What can I say? So when they had lip cards, I had to lock in for that. I do not think I'm gonna do this. I'll take this out another day. However, I don't think I'm going to collect for OTA for that. Or this. I am only missing 2, so maybe I will. Same with that. I'm only missing 2. I don't know. But I know for the photo cards I won't. And the Nemo albums. For units, I just keep them back here. And if it fits in the binder, I put it in the binder. Sometimes if it doesn't fit, I trim. I do cut. Trigger warning. I do kind of cut. Not photo cards. I will not cut a photo card. But if it's like a sticker or something, I will trim it down to fit. These were just extras that I had. I have another one to put in there that I need to add. I was not there for their first fan meet, but I'm pretty sure this was their second fan meet. Also, I apologize. I was trying to get something to put these IDs in, and I made these by myself. I put their season's greeting stickers. Sorry I keep doing this, but I used their season's greeting stickers, and I don't know. I do not like how it came out though. It's too messy. I don't like it. These are other fan meetings. I had this thought, since I just wanted cards from each of their fan meetings. But again, that's not a thought I need. That's how I spend too much money. I actually have Photocard, merch cards from their previous fan meeting to add into here. However, I'm not buying any more after that. Also, I had a moment with Changbin and Hyunjin, so we're just gonna ignore this page. I got their Tamagotchi. I got Bang John's Tamagotchi. He's hanging on my wall. I haven't opened it. I really wish I bought another one because I kind of wanted to play with it, but I spent a lot of money on it and I don't want to open it and ruin it, so I just keep them in the box, and the box is hanging up. I love that card upon. These are Daikon. I'm sure everybody's seen them. I don't know, every time I go through my binder, it's not the guys. It's just Daikon. There's so much photo cards, which is, you would think is not a bad thing, but it takes up a lot of space. I'll just say that. It takes up a lot of space and drives me crazy. I bought the Hyunjin member card. And then Stay in Jeju, I think was the photo book. I pulled a random Han card, so I just have him up there. This concept was, yeah, really good. And then I got this season's greetings. I could not think of the word. 2022, 2023, 2024, and then 2025. I learned I can do this with IDs. That's why they're not in those awful pages that I made. I need to redo that. I don't know. I probably won't, but anyways. And that is it. I have a couple do it cards I need to put up. And then I think it's 5 o'clock for fan meet. Stray Kids 5 o'clock or 12 o'clock. I don't remember. And then I have one Karma card to put away. So I bought one of their albums on a long sale. And I believe that is it for Stray Kid cards that I want to put away. Hopefully it will fit. The fan meet ones, I bought the Polaroid set, so it has a whole bunch, but I do not want to separate them. I'm gonna keep them in this binder and then retire it. I do really want the pink Felix Do It photo card. I really want that one, but other than that, I don't think I'll buy any others. Okay, so my current obsession right now is ATEEZ. They are definitely my alt group. I said this near the beginning. Taeyoung is my alt bias in K-pop. However, ATEEZ is my alt group. Love their music so much. I need to make a new binder page. One day I will. So when I did my storing photo cards, I stored all of these photo cards. Not the entire binder, but a couple of these earlier sets. However, I'm not going to take them out and restore them because this binder was a mess. But now that it's kind of fixed up, I need to fix something in Son's page because I forgot a photo card I need to add in there. Besides that, this binder is fixed. And I think I only need to add adrenaline cards. So my bias in ATEEZ is Wooyoung. However, it swaps a lot. It'll normally swap between Hongjoong, Son, and then Wooyoung. So at the time, I was very into Hongjoong. So I bought a couple of his sets for a really good price. And then, so with ATEEZ, kind of like how Stray Kids, I decided to collect some OTA sets. So originally, in my first photo card video, this binder was not very good because I never went back to fix it after taking out some cards. I still have some empty spaces. I'm just going to buy an orange Hongjoong and put them there eventually. But anyways, so yeah, I got into ATEEZ. My first comeback with them was Spinoff, which, actually no, my first comeback with them was Gorilla. I think that's the World Ep 1. I, kind of like with No Easy, I witnessed, I can't think, the Fireworks album, Fever Part 2 maybe? I witnessed that one. However, oh, sorry I hit that. I don't know where I was when the other ones came out, because that's Part 2, and I think there's a Part 3 and Epilogue. I don't know where I was for those two, but I was not here. So then, Gorilla, I was there for. I did not go crazy with albums. And then Spinoff came, and I did go crazy for albums. That's when I decided I want to support them. However, I went a little too crazy with Spinoff, with it only being kind of, I think just Halazia and some remixes. But anyways, that is in the past. It's over and done with. So yeah, and Bouncy. Oh my goodness, Bouncy changed my life. That album is my favorite album. I love the album so much. And I love Bouncy so much. Adrenaline, okay. Bouncy is definitely my favorite 80s song. Ice on My Teeth is a very close second. However, Adrenaline, she's kind of going up there. Like, I love Adrenaline. NASA, I love NASA. I love the performance video for NASA. It is so good. Also, I pulled, like, all these purple meanies I pulled. I say that there's only 3. I have some others for OTA sets, maybe 2. I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, Wooyoung is my bias. I had a thought I wanted to collect all his photo cards. I don't think that will be possible because too many photo cards. 80s has way too many photo cards. I did want to buy the matching, like the other one that has that outfit, and put there. And I was gonna buy some other albums because I wanted to keep all of these on the same page. But anyways, I love Wooyoung. Before I did OTA, I had a set of Wooyoung, red hair Wooyoung. Also, I think about dark red hair Wooyoung every day. I think about her every day. She was an icon, a legend. I loved her. And I miss her. Also, that outfit. Yeah, that's a good outfit. I love Wooyoung. I went kind of, I don't know if I bought all of them, but I bought a whole bunch of Part 2 Golden Hour photo cards. Because again, I was like, I want to collect him fully. So I went crazy. And then I was like, maybe I shouldn't. I love him. These are the Japanese cards. I decided to just keep them over here. It's so gorgeous. And Jungwoo. I love these two so much. He's so cute. And then these are just IDs. And then those would come in albums. I bought these at a K-pop store. That one's so cute. I had to get. Love that Hongjoong. So I got Wooyoung match. And this. Oh my gosh. Just, I don't know. I bought a set for these, and then I got the Snowman Factory for those. I got Seonghwa as well. However, I sold his and just kept these 3. Seonghwa was a bias as well. Seonghwa was honestly the first one I was interested in, and then I got a little interested in Hongjoong, and then blonde hair Yosung. I don't know if it was the mullet, but what's that? That was like, I don't know. He had blonde hair and it was kind of long, and I loved it. Anyways, I love how this page came out. This was a random card. However, since it has an entities, like it matches. I have both of their entities. I would love to get Hans. I mean, not Hans. Oh my gosh. Son Doki. I would love to get her, but one day I will. But anyways. And then the Dream merch, Entities in Dreamland or something. And then Entities Treasure. I have that thing. Again, Hongjoong, whenever you're my bias, I'll just buy your merch stuff. Unless I have, like, for these, I had to get those 2. I found out they had big ones, so I bought Wooyoung and Son's. I have Wooyoung's on my bookshelf. And then these are just units. That is a Sub K-Shop benefit card from a merch set that I bought. These are duplicates that I have. And then that on the back. And that is this 80s binder. I have another one. Okay, this is my OT8 binder. So I bought their Polka albums for some of their older ones, and they turned the postcards into photo card size, which is the best thing ever. Thank you very much for that. Especially this one. So glad I can have that in photo card size and in postcard size. Whoever decided to do that, thank you. These ones is when Mingi was on hiatus. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. I don't know. I might be wrong. This song, or the Fireworks Fever Part 2, might have been the most recent one. I don't quite remember. I don't know what year it came. No, it came out 2021, didn't it? I don't know. I just know I don't think I witnessed these comebacks, or like this comeback, or this comeback. Is it the same comeback? Yeah, okay. I don't think I witnessed these. Actually, I'm a liar because I remember the reel. And the reel was an epilogue, wasn't it? I don't know. I really don't know. My timeline is all messed up. I would like to collect OT8 for this set, because I like the outfits for this. And then for the world, I'm going to just do the digipack. And then for spin-off, I just am going to do the 3 album versions, because I bought so many that that's the only one I'm missing. I had to buy this one in my storing photo cards video. I stored him and him, but I had everybody else because I bought a lot of albums. And then the US version. I decided for I went to collect the US versions for their cards because I feel like those would be the easiest ones. I would like the Peking of the Bounty one. I'd like to collect the more Bounty, but from what I can tell, they're pretty expensive, the Bounty photo cards. In crazy form. I love concept cards. I really would like to collect them. I don't know if I'll keep it, but as of right now, I really want the concept cards. This definitely. I stored him as well. I have Yosong over here and Jungo as well that I need to store. And then Golden Hour Part 1. I will not lie. I loved Work when it came out. However, that song does not motivate me to go to work. It drives me crazy, actually. I get kind of mad. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go to work. Stop telling me to go to work. Anyways. I think this was from Polka album, maybe? I don't know. Then Golden Hour Part 2. And then Golden Hour Part 3. And this will be the In Your Fantasy version, I think. The Chew version. I did not buy In Your Fantasy albums. I'm very upset and I regret my decision very much. However, I have to live with that. Actually, I don't even think this is In Your Fantasy. I think this is the Golden Hour. Or not Golden Hour. I mean, yeah, but I think it's just the Lemon Drop one. I don't even think that's In Your Fantasy. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I wanted to collect at least one In Your Fantasy set. Anyway, so this is merch stuff. This was that merch thing that I had that Hongjun Pop for. It was a sub K-shop merch, I think. This was the first thing of ATEEZ I ever got. Did not have any albums or anything, but I got this set. So I guess I was around for this debut. I just didn't realize. I don't know. This is the Snowman Factory set. The Valentines. And then Season's Greetings. 2023. I got this to try to get the one with San with the earphones, but I got the other set. I was going to say I don't normally pull the set that I want. I've only bought 2 ATEEZ Season's Greetings. But it's happened twice. The other one is the bakery one, the gingerbread one. I wanted the really cute one, but I got the gingerbread one. It is not in here yet, though. I got the tour DVD. And then I went my second K-pop concert. I've only been in 2. But the second one was ATEEZ. And then I got the light stick online. But then I bought the Photocard set there. And then I pulled, I guess from spending so much, you get a random member. And I pulled Hongjun, who at the time was my bias. So good for me. And then these were freebies that I got there. And I just put them there. And then my mother and I went to go see it, the Light Tour in cinemas as well. So I printed that ticket and put it in here. I need to add the VR concert. The VR concert was so good. We're not going to go to it. But then they added extra dates. And they added closer ones to where I am. So we ended up going. And it was so crazy. It was fun. It was not long enough. It was less than an hour. However, it was so good. I did my first ever trading in person. Like, I've never done in-person or online trading. I've just only sold or bought photo cards. But then someone was looking for a Mingi, and I got Mingi and Yuno, and they were giving a Uyong for it, so I swapped. I was like, yeah, I want Uyong. But anyways, so that was cool. But yeah, they're like right up on you. It was crazy. It was so crazy. I wish it was longer. However, I did get a headache very quickly into it. However, I survived, and it was so good. I got boba afterwards. It was like a red velvet boba tea, milk tea. It was so good. That was good. And the VR concert was good. It was like, I want to experience another VR concert because that was crazy. Anyways, I have 2 more binders left and then we're done. Yay. I'll be back. Okay, so my 10 and Taeyeon collections, I splurged on them and I got Meow Cafe binders. So they use Meow Cafe binders and pages and photo card sleeves. These are my babies, my pride and joys. So I treat them with the utmost respect that they deserve. First, we'll do 10. Here's his photo card page, or binder page. Like I said, I like how it came out a lot more than the original ones, so pretty proud about that. So I would say, as of right now, Wavy's music is more my style than any of the other subunits. Especially like the older Wavy music. However, I still love all of their music. Eternal White is really good. Give Me That album is probably my favorite album. Fun story, I used to hate Give Me That song, but I don't know, it finally grew on me, and I love the entire album. Also, with S Minis, I will cut them out or like rip them and keep the papers if they have anything on it, and it helps just fill up the space. If I have them. I did not get a frequency S Mini. I think I got random for that. big bands, I got 10s. Unfortunately, I am missing that card. And I'm very mad because, again, I had it saved on Mercari. And someone was selling the card that I needed for like $6. And I was like, oh my gosh, I would have bought that if I saw it before. However, I missed it. So I'm very upset about that. I bought 2 of the cube versions to try and get it. And I got the 10 ID because I couldn't even find the ID either. I got the 10 ID and then I got a Henry, which I already got a Henry set in the first one I bought. So Henry just is obsessed with me. I don't have Eternal White set up. I was actually in the process of storing those photo cards, but I ran out of pages. Well, I didn't run out of pages. I just didn't have it set up. And again, at that time, it was a couple days ago, so I was still unpacking, so I didn't know where really anything was. However, I found everything, so I will add that to the new storing video. But anyways, so with 10, this is their wavy, I think, complete Japanese album. Oh, his solo, I would have loved to collected all of his solo Japanese cards. However, there's too much money for me. So unless I can find them at a good price, I'm just gonna stick with what I got, which I think this is the vinyl set I found for a pretty good price. So I'm just gonna stick with that and not worry about the Japanese. Also, how I have it set up, so it'll be their respective groups. So wavy, and then Japanese, wavy plus his solo, and then full NCT, Super M, and then I think SMCU, yeah, then SMCU and then solo. So that's how I have Taeyang set up as well. Also, I won't lie, I like Taeyang and 10 together. I would love for them to have their own album. That would be amazing. To have a Tay 10 album. Oh my gosh. I would buy every version times 10. With this is like the Super M unit plus group. I had an extra. I bought an extra one. Well, this came in a set. I bought a 10 photo card set, which is how I was able to get a whole bunch of his older cards. And then I ended up buying a Taeyang Super M album and pulled a 10. You know, I got a Tay 10, like crazy. Anyway, so this is his S Mini from his first album. And there was no space because you'll see, his solo album photo cards fit together nicely, so I didn't need to add that. So I just put it here. And then this is from Stunner. I love his solo music so much. His solo music is right up my alley. And then SMCU, this was an extra one because I bought it and then I realized someone was selling a set for pretty cheap. So that was an extra one that I just put here to cover up the space, you know. And then this is the Culture, the newest one. I have his mini card. However, I want to put it, I think I might washi tape it to one of these sleeves and put it in there. And then his solo, Night Walker 10, the first mini album. I love the cat cards. I wish they matched, like I wish I could put them all together. However, they came in different albums and I kind of want to keep the albums together. So I figured just like that would be fine. It's a V for wavy, you know. And then Stunner, a wonderful album. I love Bambola. It's such a good song. This one, like they're all together. It's so cute. And then for his merch, I think I have it set up as much of an order as I could find it. I hope this is all in order. I really don't know. But anyways, I'm so happy I got the SM Rookies. Got one for Taeyang as well. Best purchase of my life. Also, I love On My Youth is when I got into wavy. My mom liked wavy a bit. She was into wavy before I was. She got into wavy because of 10 solo birthday. And she loves 10. She loves 10 as well. But I got into wavy when On My Youth came out. I have a card to put here. Like 10, he's so cute. I love him. He's so cool and talented. Like, what can I say? And then this is school merch. And then Season's Greetings. Like, look, this was my favorite. I love that Season's Greetings. And then some bigger inclusions. For 10 and Taeyang, I have more bigger inclusions. However, I don't know if I want to put them in here or not. Because, like, I like the 4-pocket. And then, like, I don't know. Also, I do washi tape bigger inclusions together to make them fit. Rabbit. And then, yeah. So that is 10. Okay, Taeyang is next. My ult of ults. I love this man with all of my heart. I was very upset when he went to the military. That was the first, like, sort of first military experience I've had. Like, with the night of going to the military. I was there when BTS went. I was there when Kai from EXO went. However, I wasn't huge fans. I would just see online, like, oh, they went to the military. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. And, you know, people in the comments are like, oh my gosh, I'm so upset, I'm crying. And I'm just thinking to myself, why are you crying? He's just a guy. But I understood when Taeyang went. I was very upset. I woke up in the morning, get ready for school, and then he's gone. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I had to go to school, but I was very distraught for the day. But he's back now. So with Taeyang, I collect all of the Korean photo cards, and I'm not worried too much about US exclusives. However, since I finished his Korean photo cards, I figured getting a couple of US exclusives here and there is not a big deal. Like, I gotta do something while I wait for more photo cards to come out. Two Baddies was an era. It was my first era with NCT, so I went crazy buying the photo cards. Or not the photo cards, I went crazy buying the albums. Also, I know this is iconic, but I also am not a fan of it. But since, again, I was like, I want to collect some US exclusives, I got it to fill in the page. And then Fact Check. I loved Fact Check. Fact Check is one of my favorite songs. These are the two Walmarts. And then these are SMEs. I kind of wish I could put this to match better, but I like how the flow of things are, so I just have the two Walmarts and then the Korean album pieces. And then Walk, this is the normal album. Target, I think, and then the Japanese. I kind of wanted to get the Walmart version. However, the Walmart version is very similar to this one, so I don't know yet. And then I like how it's on this just 3, so then I can start the new album here. And like how Tens is, it's like normal, like their main group's Japanese. Here's Taeyang, and then NCT full group. Also, I did not say this with 10. I had one of 10's Target. I had a Target one and a Japanese one. For Taeyang, I just have his 2 Japanese ones. I cannot find his Target one anywhere. I don't even know if I've seen what it looks like. This is the Super M. And then SMCU. This, I'd rather have this part empty so it like goes better. I don't know. And then his S Mini, it fit good. Like, have that up there. Those were stickers that came in it. And then start the album. It makes it fit nicely on 2 pages. And then Tap. I had a whole bunch, or I had 2 extras of these, so I just have a full line of them. And then these are the Super M cards. Anyways, I'll put a card here one day. I don't know what, but one day. I have, this is NCT Zone. I'm gonna probably just get 2 and then leave it at this. I'm not gonna collect, I'm not gonna worry about NCT Zone. I have his SM Rookies, yay. And then I had an empty spot. I don't know what I was gonna put there, but I was gonna put something. I try to have this in order as well. I got kind of stressed with his photo cards. I love that one. I got kind of stressed, so I was kind of split them. So I think this is just merch, maybe merch, the random photo card packs, and then pops. I think these are all together. That card I love. I bought this one to celebrate him coming home from the military. Oh, sorry, I hit that. I also bought this one to celebrate him coming home from the military. I was so happy to get that. I wanted that card since I realized this was a photo card. I wanted it. And now I got it, and I'm so happy. I don't know what was gonna go there. There's some lot. I think these are just, I think photo books. That's the slow acid, I think it's called. These are photo books, I know. I'm not sure what those are from. This is that Bakery House merch. No, that's just, I don't know. It's like a collab merch thing. And then the Bakery House. Sanrio, the NCT Comas. I have that little guy hanging up on my wall right behind me. This was from the Valentine's merch. I came with that, but I did not put them together. These, I think, are just anniversary stuff, and then birthday. I think I put that there because it's like birthday order. And then these should be concerts in order, I believe. Oh, I love that card. I love it. So good. So my mother and I went to go see his solo TY track in cinemas. So those are those tickets. I did not watch it on Beyond Live when it happened, and I regretted it. I regretted it so bad. However, the remastered, I did get to watch, and I don't know how bad it was anywhere else, but where I am, we had a really bad ice storm when that happened. So I was not able to watch it like on my computer or on my tablet. I was watching it. I was sitting in bed, huddled up because we lost power. It was, what I think it was 1 in the morning. Oh, my cat. We lost power. Oh, he's hissing because my other cat's in here. They don't really like each other too much. Anyways, we lost power, so I was just sitting in my bed, bundled up at 1 in the morning, trying to watch it on my phone. Luckily, I was able to watch it, and we were out of power and water for like an entire week, and the re-showing was on, I think Tuesday. I watched it, I think it was Saturday night, Sunday morning, and the re-show was 5 p.m. my time on Tuesday, I think. So then I was in my car with my mom trying to stay warm, so we just watched it. That was the worst week of my life, but it's okay because I got to watch Taehyung's stuff, so it's okay. But it was really, really annoying. Anyways, this is Pink Christmas merch, and then these are Season's greetings, and then Daikon, which I already talked about. Stray Kids Daikon. I feel the same way about all Daikon. And then these are just extra, or like duplicates that I pulled or accidentally bought, because I've done that before. And then these are freebies that I got. I keep my freebies. I like to put them in my phone. Same with the duplicate cards. That's why I don't sell them. I like to sometimes put them in the back of my phone. And then bigger inclusions. This is from the NCT, the Unity, I think. That's also the Unity. It was a bookmark. I just put it there. And then posters, like mini posters. And then this I just pulled out of the photo book for that. It was a really good picture. And this is Season greetings stuff. And yeah. So that is all of my binders. That's crazy. Okay, well, I'm missing my A5 binder. However, if I find it, I find it. If not, we'll go through it one day. But anyway, so yeah. I don't know when I'll get this up. Hopefully on the 19th when I finally get internet back. But anyways, I'm gonna just, in the meantime, edit. I have, like, my phone data. The service sucks out here, though. But I get decent, kinda, in my room by my window. So I'll try to get that edited so that by the time I can upload it, we'll have internet. Yay. But yeah, so yeah, thank you so much. I hope everybody has a good day, good night. And I'll see you guys in my next video, which will probably be a storing photocards video. I have so much to store. I stored some of it. Well, I stored a lot of it because a lot of that stuff were those ATs I bought. It was 3 Hongjoong sets and 1 Son set. So a lot of those photocards I had already stored, and I did record. However, I'm not going to post it. I already went through and deleted it. I made up my mind. I was just like, I'm going to start over. And yeah, anyways, I'm going to go. I'm freezing. We just had a storm yesterday, and now it's really cold. I'm looking out the window, and it's literally snow flurries outside. That's crazy. It was like 70 degrees the other day. But anyways, I'm rambling now. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Okay, guys, I'm currently unpacking, and I found my binder, so I just really quickly wanted to go through it. So, sorry if you hear my dog. I really wanted to collect Zyger's Sumin. When they first came out, I was able to collect his full Tricky House, I guess. I think that's what the first album's called. I collected his full set, but I recently downsized and only kept a few. Boy Next Door, I really liked Haesun and Jaehyun, so I kept some of their cards, and then I downsized. I watched Fantasy Boys, and K-Soul, he was just a character, and yeah, so I have some of his cards. I loved him in Boys Planet. He was my #1 pick. I was very upset when he did not make it. So I got the Boys to Planet. This came in a set, so I just kept them both. I got Ebony's first album. I also voted for these two as well on Boys Planet. I got One Pack's album, and I actually pulled all of Jungkook. I think that's how you say his name. And then here's some Kickflip. I bought their first album. I like Minjae, I think his name is. And then Zero Base One. I love Kim Ji-woong. I watched him in his BLs. That's how I first knew him. And then I saw he was on Boys Planet, and that was awesome. He was, of course, one of my tops. And of course, Sunghan Bin. Matthew was my #1. I love Matthew so much. However, I don't vibe with Zero Base One music, and so I decided not to collect them. I finished Jiwoong and Matthew's not full collection, but their first album. I collected all of them, but again, like, I didn't vibe with their music. It just wasn't my taste, so I downsized, and this is the remaining of my Zero Base One collection. Anyways, sorry for the weird setup, but I just found it and I wanted to quickly record it. Anyways, thank you for watching.